So I believe this is the beginning of part 2 of the last episode in the Play Until series. Up until now, we have not found anything evil with regards to the ghosts, but I am hoping that with this video, we are able to make up some ground, or at least finish the challenge altogether. So let us all join together and pray that we can find a spooky and evil interloper. Kind of ironic that I'm praying for something evil to happen, but I digress. What the heck's going on over there? Where are you? I can see that. I'm a little unnerved by that. Do you want to play? Okay. Just gonna go back behind my safety boxes. So, we have our first evil ghosts of this playthrough. Actually, of the entire episode altogether. And it's going to be one of two ghosts. It's either going to be a demon and I need some ghost writing, or it's going to be a spirit and I need the EMF to go off. So, can you do something? Oh. The fact that it is very responsive is a little terrifying. Should I go over to the kitchen? See what you did? I don't see anything. I'm just gonna close that door if you don't mind. Oh, man. Oh, great. You know what? No. I'm gonna grab something. You are not gonna get a leg up on me this time. I finally have an evil ghost. I am not going to be deterred. That being said, I'm afraid to emote. But I might just have to do that. I'm doing your favorite emote. And by favorite, I mean most hated. Come on! I can keep doing this all night. Although I would prefer not to. Whatever you are being very subtle about what you are doing, at least now. Not interested in the emote, okay? I want you to do something. At this point, I am just poking the bear. But I kind of need you to do something. You know what? If it's doing a lot in the kitchen, an idea has formed. Take the EMF, put it in the kitchen. Okay. And then... Okay, then. Other thing we'll do is we will point the grid towards the kitchen as well. And at least that way, it will give me a little bit more of a free opening, or less visual pollution, so I can see if ghost writing is forming. So the ball's in your court, ghost. Where are you now? Okay. Do I dare venture downstairs? Is that something we have to do? Oh! Okay. That's fine. Everything's fine. I guess I'll go downstairs then. I don't see anything. Oh! Okay. Yeah. I get it. Okay. I'm actually really nervous. This guy hasn't hunted yet and is very hostile. Come on. Freaking me out here. This is a... Ooh! I thought it was hunting. Okay. I was just playing with the lights, that's fine. Give me back my spirit box, please. Are you gonna do something? What's the holdup? Okay, you know what? I'm going to... The door's not open. I'm going to... turn the lights back on. There we go. The lights are back on. I am going to throw my night vision goggles back out and grab my flashlight. Oh, you have to be kidding me. Really? I'm gonna keep my flashlight. This is just annoying. Like, do something. Anything. Did it just close the door behind me? Oh! You are following me. And you did close the door. Oh, man. Okay. For something that's this hostile and this creepy, the fact that you haven't hunted yet is astounding. Can you do something else? I really don't know what this guy is. This is so weird. Ooh! Ooh! Oh! My heart skipped a beat there. Holy. I thought that was curtains. Okay. Yep. That's fine. Holy cow. Talk about a cat and mouse game there. My word. Hopefully we don't have more of that. I was hoping that the ghost would be a lot more upfront. And it definitely was in many respects. But, that was quite the endeavor to start this video off. In the category of finding evil ghosts, we are doing fairly fine on this lovely night. And by lovely, I mean terrifying, because, oh my goodness. That was an interesting start to, our investigation. So, ooh... So as I was going to say, if we get less of that and just more upfront ghosts that are fairly evil, I'm okay with that. Where are you? Do you want to play? And finally, can you do something? Not a talker. At least not yet. Although you are acting very creepy. That's not good. Okay, everything's opened up. We are ready to rock and roll. Just let me turn that light back on. And, yeah. I await your spookiness. You have to be kidding me. Stop turning the lights off. I am sick and tired of ghosts that like to turn the lights off. Okay, then. Oh. Okay. Did I hear ghostwriting? I did hear ghostwriting. Okay. So that's one bit of evidence on the board. You haven't done anything with the equipment yet. If you don't do anything with the equipment, you're a Dybbuk by default, and the challenge is over. But I have a sneaking suspicion that you may not be a Dybbuk. I haven't seen anything evil happen yet. So I am at this point wondering what you are. Hello? Did you give up? I'm still trying to find out what you are. Don't give up on me just yet. The one thing that's leading me to think that it's not a Dybbuk is that it is not very hostile. Dybbuks are usually totally hostile. They're nightmares. They're almost as big a nightmare as a demon would be. I mean, are you gonna do something? Ooh. Okay. You did something. That's good. I'm glad you did it. I need more, though. Oh. Cold spot. Okay, goodbye! Okay. Well, technically the challenge is over. I don't want this to be a very short video, though, so what I'm gonna do for the finale of the Play Until series is I'm just gonna play the other maps. I don't need to find anything evil. I'm just going to finish out everything, and maybe we find some interesting ghosts along the way. So, the challenge is done, but the video is not. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall consider this the bonus part of the video because we're not really looking forward to anything evil. We are just sightseeing. We are seeing what these ghosts can offer, how they interact with us, and hey, if we find more evil ghosts along the way, that's just all the better. In some aspects. For me, I find that to be a terrifying prospect, but, you know, for you folks watching at home, it may just be funny to watch me running around and screaming. If I have any notes for the ending of this challenge, it's It was an interesting aspect, hunting for a particular piece of evidence. In some regards, it was annoying when it came to, I guess, the spirit box, because it was probably the hardest bit of evidence to find. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Hi. Somebody had a little bit of a ambush set up for me. Okay. While you're out and about, can you answer any questions I have? Where are you? Do you want to play? And finally, can you do something? So you're not a talker. I wonder what you could be, though. You definitely wanted to hunt early. That's concerning. The only saving grace is that you were very slow. If you were a Vitala, I would be absolutely terrified. Ooh! Okay. Cold spots and EMF. Trying to think here. You could either be a Jumbie, and you needed Spirit Box activity, which you have not provided me. You could be a Hoopia, and I need Ghost Orbs. What's the last one? I'm assuming that a Basti is the last one, because that would be the evil quotient, or fulfillment. The only thing I will say, though, is that if it is a Basti, it would trip and fall through the grid. It loves the grid. Well, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Why'd you have to do that? You didn't have to whistle, you know. You could have just been quiet. Provide me with the evidence that I needed, and I would have been on my way. But no, you chose the creepy route. You're the one being not cool here. Oh. Yeah, you're a Hoopia. I see those orbs. Okay, that makes more sense. Hoopias are very upfront about everything. I like them. Aside from the fact that they try to kill me. Other than that, they're not a bad ghost. Alright, a quick and painless endeavor in the forest. All things considered, it was still fairly spooky, but we didn't have any real problems. That's not to say that we are totally out of the woods yet. Pun intended. Because now we have to head towards the general store and the real dark forest in this matter here. The one that I am truly not looking forward to is at the very end, and that will be the hospital. So, first up, the general store. What will we find at the general store? Aside from various products, food items, cleaning supplies, toiletries, and other things, a spooky interloper is within its walls. As to what it could be, I am not sure. I hope it is entertaining, but not too entertaining. Because if it's too entertaining, I might be scared. I don't want to be scared. That's a lot to ask for a horror map, but you know, I would like just to have a smooth sailing ride to the finish line. Finish with... Whoa! Okay, well, I guess I'm not coasting to anything anymore. That was horrifying. The ghost appeared, tried to get me, and then hit the lights. I don't like that. The only silver lining to all that is that I saw that this ghost has ghost orbs. So that's cool, I guess. Can you talk, though? Where are you? Do you want to play? And finally, can you do something? So, not a talker. Thankfully not a talker. Because if it was a talker, I'd be very, very concerned. Because it opens up the possibility of it being a Vitala, and I do not want that. So the fact that you hunted very early is not good. I am curious as to what your next bit of evidence is going to be. Shall I emote to draw out the ghost? Cold spot. Okay. Think. What could you be? I guess there are a number of options. For the first time in this video, let's go to the board. Oh no! Ooh! Ooh! No! Won't let me go to the board! Ooh! You stupid ghost! Why do you have to plant that ambush for me? How dare you? At the very least, you could have just let me go. Isn't that your whole MO? To get me out of here? Okay, after that endeavor, we have 4 ghosts. It's either going to be a Hoopia, and I need EMF activity, a Jellin, and I need ghostwriting, a Moroi, and I need spirit box activity, and finally, it could be a Shade, and it's evil. 2 hunts, though, almost back to back. That's concerning. That is very concerning. I don't really know what to... It's a Hoopia, goodbye. Okay, the Hoopia decided it wasn't done with us in the forest and wanted just a little bit more. We're definitely getting some entertainment outside of the fact that we won the challenge. I'm almost afraid. Actually, not almost. I am afraid to see what happens on the hospital. The nightmare scenario has befallen us. Unfortunately, because I have willed it so, we are back at the hospital. I really hope that this is a cool ghost, because unfortunately, every single ghost that we have faced with regards to its activity has been very uncool. So I don't really know what to think at this point, other than the fact that this guy might also be uncool. Okay. Do you want to play? And finally, can you do something? The answer is a big old flapping no. Should we investigate what happened down there? What did you do? Did you do anything cool? Nope. Nothing cool. Aside from the light flickering, nothing has happened. I wonder what you could be. I know I said I want an easy time at the hospital. Even I think this is a little boring. Emoting? Will that work? Is that going to draw out the spookiness? Oh, it did a little bit. Okay. Are you all ready to go? You want me to take 5 minutes and just wait outside? You can do what you gotta do? Oh, Mr. Spooky! Woo! Where are you? So, you're an evil ghost. How fitting to end the evil playthrough with an evil ghost. I guess in this sense, we're finally getting what we asked for. In the prior playthrough, which was part 1 of this episode, I couldn't buy myself an evil ghost. Okay, I get it. You turned the lights off. You didn't have to double turn the lights off, okay? I'm wondering if the EMF is in the wrong spot again. Let me just move that real quick. Put it right here. Sometimes, for whatever reason, whenever I put the EMF over in this area here, there's a dividing line between areas where the ghost can do something, and it's kind of odd. It's almost like this doorway here is a bit of a divide, and if I'm not getting anything, sometimes I do have to move the EMF either further down the hallway or right next to me in some capacity, so keep that in mind. If it's not doing anything for you, just move the EMF around in the hospital and you might get something. That being said, we're not getting anything aside from the ghost... Cold spot? Okay. Let's go to the board. 3 possible scenarios. We're either going to run into another Shy, and I need ghostwriting. It's a Basti, and I need EMF activity. Or it's a Shade, and I need ghost orbs. There's a very high likelihood that it is going to be another Shy, because it is doing stuff, it's just not doing a whole lot. Shades are possible in this regard, but every single time that I've guessed that it was a Shade, it was a Shy. So I'm just going to go off of what I can remember and call it a Shy. Did you really have to double turn the lights off again? You know, whenever you're ready... Aha! Well then, I guess you were a Shade after all. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the ending of the Play Until series. I hope you've all enjoyed everything that I've had to provide you. There were some times where, it seemed like it wasn't going to work out, but You just have to power through it, and I'm glad that I did because it ended up turning into an interesting series. We had a lot of very, very odd and very exciting scenarios that popped up. So, with that all being said, let's end this investigation. Okay, so you may be asking yourself, Goalie, where do you go from here? Well, there's a few things that I've thought about. The first one, obviously, is to check and see what challenges you have given me. I know I have not done any of them lately, but that is because I've been busy doing other projects and other things in real life, so getting around to doing a lot of those challenges was not high on the priority list, but that could change in the next little while. Alternatively, I know Rynex has been working on a lot of stuff in the background with regards to just general cleanup of his map, and on top of that, he's adding an expert mode, which intrigues me. So if that happens to release in the next little while or so, I will definitely look into that. But aside from those two ideas, I guess I could, in some sense, maybe take a look at different things. Maybe I have other ideas that I could jump into. Maybe something similar to this playthrough, but I will leave that on the planning board for the time being. So for now, guys, I'll see you soon.